Hi, welcome back to another movie review. I just saw a movie yesterday called Don't Let Go. Um, the basic setup is there's a detective who has a brother that doesn't really look out for his daughter much, so he sort of looks out for his niece and helps her out, and they're sort of pals, and because her dad isn't always there for her, so the detective who's you know, got himself together. He, sort of looks out for her and stuff. And this is his brother, the girl's dad, used to have some trouble with drugs and stuff, so he doesn't always look out for his daughter the way he should. So what happens is, she's always calling him, and they talk and stuff, and he gets a strange call. Sounds like she's in trouble. He goes over to the house, and it's a triple murder. His brother, his brother's wife, and their daughter, his niece, they're all dead. And at the funeral, said he prayed to God to let him have another chance. And then he's starting, he's obviously suffering pretty heavily because he was really connected to, this is his family, and he was really connected to his niece because, he was always looking out for her and sort of like another, like a daughter to him. And he gets a call on his cell phone, and her call ID comes up. And he doesn't answer it first, and then it comes up again, and he answers and talks to her, and it's like, "Who is this?" And he's visibly shaken, and she said, "You know who this is?" And I think he thinks he's going crazy. I'm not really sure, but it's sort of it comes about that through discussion that somehow his niece is calling him from 2 weeks in the past. I think it is 2 weeks or something like that. She's actually calling him from the time before her and her parents were murdered. And she doesn't know that's going to happen. And it's really interesting. I enjoyed it. And it sort of goes through how the detective, he's really having trouble then at work because he can't explain anything, and he knows stuff that he's finding out from his niece, who he has sort of looking into stuff about her dad in the past, and it's really interesting. It's sort of like it's sort of like I never saw but butterfly effect where something little can change something in the future. But it's kind of interesting. It is really interesting. I enjoyed it. Um, you pretty much don't know until the very end who actually did it or what happened or why, and it's really interesting. I enjoyed it. I really liked it. Rotten Tomatoes, they're not giving it that good of a review, but they're that way sometimes. They don't have much imagination. Sometimes I don't think. Um, the the regular people reviews are going pretty good. Um, like I enjoyed it. It's sort of like sort of like not alternate universe, but sort of a parallel universe or something where somehow there's a connection between the two, and he's trying to help his niece stop the murder of her parents and herself before it happens. in her time because it's already happened in his. But it's really interesting. I enjoyed it. It's not hard to follow. Um, I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. And then at the he's sort of thinking that maybe that God gave him, that was his other chance, that he could somehow have this connection to a parallel. And he didn't say it that way. They didn't really go into depth explaining what it was or why or how, but it was just sort of there, and he tried to make the most of it. They both did, and but I really enjoyed it. So Don't Let Go, and both the main actors, the detective and the young girl, Storm Reed, I think her name is. She did an excellent job, um, and the guy that played the detective, her uncle, he did an excellent job too. David, I can't remember his last name, but Don't Let Go. I would give it on the world's worst YouTuber movie review scale. That's a mouthful. I would give it a I would give it a 7 out of 10. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the story. I like the idea of alternate possibilities and realities and things like that. It wasn't hard to follow. The acting was very good. The actresses, very good. And it was exciting, and it kept you waiting till the very end to find out who was behind it all and what was going on. So yeah, I would give it a 7 out of 10 on the world's worst YouTuber movie review scale. Go check it out today, and see you again soon.